Hi everyone, good evening. Namaste. This is Ekktaa. I just want to check if I'm audible, if you can hear me clearly. Hi Nikhil, good evening. I just want to understand if I'm audible, like you can hear me clearly. Hi Shalaka. Shalaka, am I audible? Okay, fantastic. So I would just take another minute and I would start. I believe we are very much on time. Perfect, perfect. Thanks Nikhil, thanks Shalaka for confirming. Perfect. All right, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to another session by Team Mental Strength Professional. So, I'm Ekktaa. I am director of DrParas Wellness. So, to begin with, I would like to say something about us. Who are we, and what do we do? So, we are a team of coaches, counselors, Reiki healers, hypnotherapists, NLP practitioners, mindfulness practitioners, who aim at building mental toughness in people. So since July, each week, our team members we go live and share some insights about different topics. And this time, we are ensuring that we address certain topics which are recommended by you. So I'm sure you're watching all the videos and blogs that we share post our live session. So you would get all the insights and tips again in front of you, and you can just go ahead and see it whenever you want to. And it is very much available on our website, that is www.mentalstrengthprofessional.com. And at the same time, you can also view it on our webpage here. Last week we had Dr. Paras, who spoke about a fantastic topic that was Parenting 101. And we really appreciate your feedback, and we would like to express our gratitude for your continuous support and for your continuous interest. So today we are here for another discussion. Yet another time, I am live here. I have Coach Pallavi Tamboli with me, so I'm just going to take her live. Just give me 1 second.
Hi, Ekktaa. Can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you very well. Just give me 1 minute. Perfect, perfect. So welcome, Pallavi. Yet another session with you. How are you? You want to say hi to everyone?
Hi, everyone. I can see some Shalaka, Nikhil. Hi, Shalaka. Hi, Nikhil. They are the regular audience of ours, as I can see.
Yes. So we also have Pooja. She's also a regular audience. So Pooja, good evening.
Hi, Pooja. Yes, Ekktaa.
All right. So, Pallavi here has come up with quite a compelling topic this time. Her topic is really unique, and it is based on the suggestions that we have received, that is staying relevant. So, Pallavi, in this uncertain times, about what's going to happen next, how can one, choose to stay relevant? So I look forward to hear a lot from you about, this particular topic. So Pallavi, I'm not going to waste a lot of time. Please go ahead and introduce yourself, and over to you. So I'm just going to go off. Whenever you need me, you can just call.
Yeah, sure. Sure. Thank you. Thanks, Ekktaa. So, thanks everyone for joining here. I am Pallavi. I am a life coach. After 14 years of organizational development experience, I moved to life coaching. I have done neuro-linguistic programming, also psychotherapy, and of course, for professional certified coaching. And now I am with this mental strength professional and doing as a professional coaching. So last time we discussed about the pursuing a passion and continuing that thing. Today we are going to talk about how to stay relevant in this world. So as Marshall Goldsmith said very rightly, what got you here wouldn't get you there. That's very relevant in today's uncertainties, because over the years I've come across many people in my coaching journey, and I could talk to them, and they could share their experiences. And one thing which I found which is common in them is about irrespective of their lifestyle, of course, that goes without saying, that they're looking for answers like where to go, how to grow, and how is it enough what we are doing. Okay. And what I could guess is there is when you have such thought, it means you're very confused. You don't know what to do, and where to go and how to develop yourself, but you cannot continue living like this. So the way out is stay relevant. Okay. So currently we are living in a world where careers are being threatened, and jobs which are exist today may not exist tomorrow, and that's the reality. So our approach should be what? Our approach should be more of a development, which also changed over a time. So the development definition also changed over a time. So people should follow the same career for the entire professional career. Now they have to change it. It is not necessary you have to follow the same professional career for entire your life till you go till 60. So we have to find new ways, how we can update ourselves, and how we can stay relevant, in this market. Now, important is currently, because of the uncertainty also, the and why you cannot stay relevant is because there is a biggest fear of fear of failure. That is something which is stopping us from being relevant. Okay, fear of getting your dream job or relationship or financial condition. I think I'm not equipped with the skills and capabilities that is required to stay relevant, and that's why I have a fear of failure. Okay. So that's why you will, if you have these skills and abilities, you will be always in a demanding position. So today the secret to get your new job is showing your ability and not your experience. Your ability plays a lot difference in this. So how you get your ability, that is a question, and that I'm going to take in another session of following this. But before that, I want to tell you that when you are saying ability, people have very limited knowledge about themselves, and more to that, they have very limited knowledge about the external opportunities. They think because I'm not good enough, there is no external opportunities which is there for me. So how we can know about our own personality? So here I would like to mention, even in mental strength professional, we have one assessment test which is called as Carl Jung, and which is the quickest and easiest way to know your own personality. Okay, so this is a ready-made tool which is there to understand yourself better. So Ekktaa, do we have any questions here till then?
Can you hear me, Pallavi?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, so far I don't see many questions, but yes, I do have a question.
Okay.
You did mention about this Carl Jung assessment, you did mention about this personality assessment, if I'm not wrong. So
Yes.
I just want to understand, how is this assessment related to your, to our today's topic about staying relevant? So in what ways, if a viewer, want to understand, what ways will he or she understand that this particular, this particular assessment is good for me when it comes to staying relevant? Can you tell me more? Can you tell the audience more about the assessment as well, if you don't mind?
Yes, of course, of course. So when I talk about the abilities, that you need to show your ability and not your experience. So the basic goes into your personality. As you rightly said, this test talks about personality assessment. Because when I say you have a limited data about yourself, it means you need to know your personality in a better.
Sure.
So what this test is doing is understand how you process information. Know your personality type. Then also it improves your decision making skills. And also importantly attract the life what you want. So it also gives you some heads up about what kind of life you want. So once you get all this data with you about yourself, it is always better for you to be stay relevant in current generation. So for all audience today, we are offering this free in the month of August. So whoever wants to avail this, please go and log into our website on psychometricassessment.com. It's psychometric assessment with S. So I'm requesting, please avail this test, and take the best benefit of it. Thank you, Ekktaa.
Absolutely, Pallavi. Let me tell you, people, Dr. Paras is very, very generous, and he ensured when Pallavi told him, what, I want this test, I want the audience to get the flavor of this test, and this test will definitely help them to stay relevant. This is very much related to my topic. So they both formed a team and ensured that this is absolutely free from the Independence Day, that is from 15th of August 2020 till 31st of August 2020. This test is going to be absolutely free for you. So make the best use of it. Go ahead, log into our website, www.psychometricassessments.com, assessments with an S. And yes, like Pallavi rightly said, it will definitely help you to understand more about yourself, and it will help you to stay relevant in your journey of your professional development. Absolutely, Pallavi.
Yeah. So, Ekktaa, if you do not have question, I have one question for you.
For me? Sure. You always come up with something or the other. So we have Akshay Mote who has joined us. He has said a hello to both of us. So yes, hi.
Hi, Akshay.
So Pallavi, you always put me in catch-22 situation. Hope you ask me a good question and don't put me in.
No, the idea is that people should also get benefit of your experience and how was your journey, and that is actually beneficial to our audience also. Sure. So coming back to my question, the question is what you are doing to stay relevant.
Let me think about it. What am I doing to stay relevant? See, based on whatever you told me, is what I understand is an individual needs to gauge the changing times and need to adapt to the current requirement. That is the need of the hour. Updating knowledge, at the same time, building on the required skill sets. It is of prime importance. Just to give you, because you've asked me, I'll just give you an example. It was, I believe, 10 days ago, last week or 10 days ago, I had a ping on my messenger from a college friend who asked me, he rather first complimented me, that I have changed completely and how did I do it? And, he was very happy to see the change in me. So the answer is, it is not simple. One needs to work on self continuously. One may feel bored, may feel tired, but consistency and being persistent, is the key. If I go back, back then I remember I reevaluated where do I stand in my life. What do I want to do ahead? And at the same time, what are the areas of my interest? What's my forte? So be it in the field of coaching, be it in the field of counseling, or maybe even spirituality, astrology. What I realized is sharpening your saw is quite important. It's imperative. A lot of research, self-development, and belief in self that has been helping me to stay relevant, I would say. So yes, I would say you got to continuously work on yourself. And you can't get tired about working on yourself. One needs to be consistent. So I remember being going back, journaling what I want to do in my life. I reevaluated every now and then, am I on the right track? And that is something which is needed for all of us to stay relevant. So if I hope I answered it right, Pallavi. It's relating to what I said.
Yeah, it was like really insightful and very well said that persistence is the key, to stay relevant, because that's very important. And if you'll also observe that people are generally have fear of failure, and that's why they are not consistent.
True.
So once they get the fear of failure, they leave it in between and they don't get to that consistency part, because that is also one of the important part, to stay relevant. Because if failing is not about just one exam if you don't get, or it's about a promotion, but people make lot out of it and they feel that's a failure for them. So it's about setting standard for ourselves and also raising the standard along the way. Okay, what is most critical, that how you react to your first failure.
True.
Your first failure is very, very important, because that becomes your strategy later on, that how you're going to survive in this.
Beautiful, Pallavi. Just mentioned about how can failures be stepping stone towards reaching our goals. Beautiful, absolutely. So let's move ahead with the session. I want to listen more, so I'm going to go off now and over to you.
Sure. So as we discussed that, what we need to do, fear of failure, ability, experience is all words we, hear here. And then the ground reality is quite different. When you go to the ground reality, it is quite different. When you come to execution, it is quite different. So your path in life depends on, what the choices you make to stay relevant and how you take responsibility for your own action. These are very important things. How you make choices and how you take responsibility of action. It's very, very important, because that's going to, take you to the next question is how to stay relevant. That's very, very important question. And the key to staying relevant is believing in yourself and make peace with ourselves. The key to staying relevant is shift in our approach. That's also important part here. In case one wants to change one's behavior, it's first crucial to change one's belief, because what forms our belief is also very important. I feel that our beliefs are reflection of our fears. So basically what I'm trying to tell you here is that, belief is the outcome of your fears sometimes. So how you develop your belief about something may come from your fear also. So I hope you agree on that. Now the question remains that, you have belief and it's not going to helping me. So now the next question is how we can change belief. It is when you start handling fears. It is when you start encountering fears and, facing them. That's how you're going to change belief about, belief about whatever you are believing in. So you can automatically change your belief. Once you start encountering these fears, start asking questions to yourself about these fears, then that is a time, when you are trying to change, or which will automatically change your belief system. So one important thing what we can do to stay relevant is we call it as a SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis is nothing but strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and strength. Okay. So, so this is very, very leveraging tool. Once you know that what are my strengths and weaknesses, and after becoming my weaknesses, so once you're aware that these are your weaknesses, you can always work on your strengths. And then you can encounter about the opportunities and threats which are there. But most of the people, if you'll see, to stay relevant, they always work on their weaknesses more. They always try to find the weaknesses more. Now, as a coach, we are promoting that you have to work on your strengths. First, you need to identify what are my strengths, and you need to work on your strengths. Sharpening your skills are very important, because strength is, one of the factors which is going to help you to stay relevant for a longer run. Okay. So, this is, what about, how we can do this is the quickest way, which we call it as SWOT analysis. Okay. So, Ekktaa, do we have any questions from the audience?
Let me just have a look. Give me a second.
Yeah.
No, I don't see any questions so far, Pallavi.
Okay.
So I love the approach, Pallavi, just now that you mentioned about SWOT analysis, that is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. I remember doing the same, while I was going ahead, and, when I say reworking on myself, that is one area that I always think about. So be it, any particular situation or any particular new opportunities that come to me, I always do this, whether it's part of my strength or is it part of my weakness, or how do I improve on, myself when it comes to taking a particular opportunity, or also what are the threats, in a particular thing, in a particular situation. So beautiful analogy there. Thank you so much. I mean, that is the need of the hour. So, can I ask you a question, Pallavi? So
yeah, please.
Something that is coming to my mind right now. So as we are discussing this, this is, a pressing issue in these times. I would say that has been that there is no long-term job security. I mean, pensions, provident funds, all of it is nowhere in picture now. So in fact, all of this is getting replaced by contractual jobs, or maybe, I can say outsourcing and consulting. So as an individual, how do I look at it? So in broader sense, if I have to ask you, how do I gauge that I'm doing enough to meet the pace of the outside world? Because the dynamics are changing. So as an individual who is continuously, in a a space of fear. What's going to happen next? How do I stay relevant? Can you just tell me more about it?
Sure. So, Ekktaa, this is a very good question, I'll say, because when you say that government jobs, jobs, or this entire concepts are replacing with contract outsourcing, bonus, or there is no provident fund, or there is no pension, and more of a contractual job or outsourcing job, and on the top of it, we are sitting at home, being fearful about the corona fund. If you'll ask me, I look at the situation as an opportunity, because this is the best time we got. Okay, so this is the best time for you to understand what are my hobbies, so you can actually explore yourself, because in day to day work life, for example, even if you go to your office, you take 2 hours in the traffic, then you come in 2 hours back, so you don't get time for yourself. This is the best time when you got it for yourself, and as I said, this is the best time to do SWOT analysis. So once you are demanding in that position, you can always keep your terms. Sure. So there will always be market for you. It will never happen, even there is a corona, even there is a cyclone, or even there is some uncertainties, which in your life, you will always have that market because you are relevant in the industry.
Sure.
Okay, so as you raise this, pressing issue, there are some quick tips which I want to give it to, all these who are looking out for a job, or all those.
Pallavi, I'm just going to cut you. I'll go offline.
Sure. Okay, so nobody wants to look like a relic in their own field. So staying relevant in your domain is not very easy, but it's not very difficult also. If you have that consistency, as we talked earlier in this session, it's very very easy. So while some people are content in their career and many desire for development, they want to continue progress in their chosen field. So there are some quick tips which I want to give it to you. One is focus on your developing skill. First, you need to really decide what you want to do in your life. Once you decide that, of course, there will be fear, there will be uncertainties, there will be no opportunities. You will see why I'm doing it. But yes, you have to focus on developing your skills. You really need to see that why it is so important for you to develop these skills, because this is going to create some market for me after maybe 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. But your effort should start now. It's now and here. If you will not start now, it's very difficult for you to reach there. And then people start doing a blame game, that this is not happened because of this is not happened because of this. But then you really need to do a self-exploration here and understand, like, am I doing enough to stand in this market? Am I doing enough efforts, taking enough experience, trying other options, for staying relevant in this field? Also, it's very important for you to do networking. It's very important for you to do networking, and there is a say which says that the company you keep. That is very very important. The company you keep, because if you if you want to expand your professional career, you will also improve your visibility in your field. It's very important that you need to have visibility, because you cannot work in silos. If people are not aware what you're doing, even if you are expert in that field and people are not seeing you and your visibility is not there, then it's of no use. So people need to see, people need to get benefit of it. And in fact, I suggest you should make networking part of your daily task. You should at least try to talk to one of a person in your networking, and you see that how comfortable you are doing it, how it is, helping you to get more and more developing your skills. Okay, and try to establish rapport with thought leaders from your field, because though leaders are ordinary people like us, they have done some extraordinary things. That's why they are reaching to this position or already reached. So we can always take benefit of these thought leaders for in this field who has already proven their ability, which I was mentioning earlier, that it is all about your ability and not your experience. Even you have 35 years of experience and you are not relevant in industry, is not going to pay you much. Okay, so while do this, it is equally critical to work on yourself. This way, when the time is right, you are already equipped with all the resources to do the job. So I'm making myself ready for the future uncertainties or for the future job opportunities or future opportunities, if any, in my field. So the fact is that we should be constantly working on bettering ourselves for our future. And why we need to do that? Because we are investing in our lives here. Thank you. Ekktaa?
Sure, Pallavi. I mean, I would say just listening to you, what I understand is just, developing skill sets and enhancing knowledge bank is imperative. But just doing that won't help. Networking also plays a very vital role here. That's what I also understand. So fantastic. I really, really appreciate that. So yes, we are on the top of the hour. I would say we are moving towards the closure of our session. So just a quick reminder to everyone that yes, the Carl Jung personality assessment is free from 15th of August 2020, and the website is www.psychometricassessments.com. You can avail this, and let me tell you, it is more about understanding your personality. So Pallavi has really come up with a fantastic topic that is staying relevant, and it is addressing the need of the hour. So in this current pandemic situation, how can we go ahead and really look at certain ways where we can go ahead and achieve our goals and move towards our professional development. So thanks, Pallavi. That was really enriching.
Thank you, Ekktaa. And also, I would like to mention that we are also posting a blog in maybe tomorrow, I guess.
Yes, the blog will come in the coming weeks, but yes, we would be posting a video tomorrow, and you would get all the tips about whatever has been spoken in the video. Whatever in the live session, it is in the video. A quick reminder for whenever you want to refer, it can be a reference purposes for people. Absolutely. So yes, everyone, to schedule a session with Pallavi or any other mental strength professional, you can visit our website, that is www.mentalstrengthprofessional.com. At the same time, if you want to reach our team, we are very much available on our contact number. That is, our mobile number is +91. That is the country code, but the number is 8260 112233. It is very much available on the screen. You can have a look. And in case if you have any queries, you can email us and we will write it back to you. Our email address is info@mentalstrengthprofessional.com. Yes, we have been receiving emails from you. I'm sure our team is replying to you. If you have any, apologies if there is a delay, you can send us a reminder back. Any question regarding today's topic about staying relevant, after going to the blog, after going to the video, if you have, please send it back to us. Coach Pallavi would be definitely happy to answer that.
Sure. Thanks, Ekktaa.
Yes, Pallavi. So people, that's all from us. For more knowledge series from our team, please follow us at our Facebook page and Insta handle, that is Mental Strength Professional. I'll just put it on the screen here. Give us 1 minute. Yeah, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, DrParas, and we would be coming up next week. There's something interesting topic that I would be coming up with, so I'm sure you're going to, there is more about communication relationships. So stay tuned, and I look forward to see you all next week. And Pallavi, I really, really appreciate your time and patience. You've really ensured that we start at 7 o'clock and we close by 7:30. So before we go ahead and thank everyone for joining us live today, would you like to come up with some closing remark for our audience today?
Thanks, Ekktaa, and I also look forward for your session next week about communication. And quick tips is that you have to believe in yourself, because we are investing in our lives, and don't take it lightly. Please take it seriously, and if you have any queries, you can always come back to us and ask us. We are here to support you. Thank you all.
Absolutely. Thank you, Pallavi. Thank you, everyone, for joining us live. See you all. Namaste. Thank you. Bye-bye.